Hey everyone, I'm Tyler from Zoho. In this video, I'm going to talk about blueprints in Zoho CRM. So you probably documented your sales process somewhere, maybe in a slide deck or a training doc, maybe it's just in your head. But is your team actually following it? When the process lives everywhere but your CRM, deals skip stages, notes go missing, and every rep ends up doing things their own way, which is a problem. Now, blueprints solve that problem by building your process directly into the system and enforcing it. So by the end of this video, you'll know what a blueprint is, when it's the right tool and when it isn't. You'll hear some real examples of businesses using them, and you'll watch one get built from scratch so you can do the same. First, let's briefly talk about what a blueprint actually is. A blueprint is one of Zoho CRM's process management tools. Blueprints take a business process, like the steps a deal or a lead moves through, and builds it directly into the CRM as a guided on-screen path. So instead of relying on a document or a training session, the process lives inside the system itself, and it walks your team through it step by step. And there are three main benefits here. First is consistency. Every record follows the same path no matter who's working it. Second is data completeness. You can require fields, notes, or attachments at exactly the moment they should exist, so your reports are built on real data instead of gaps. And then third, blueprints lead to faster onboarding. New hires don't need to memorize the process. The CRM shows them exactly what to do next at every stage. Now here's the important part though. Blueprints don't just suggest the process, they actually enforce it. So once a record enters a blueprint, it can only move forward in the way that you have defined it. And users have to complete whatever's required at each step along the way. So that's the key difference between a blueprint and just writing the process down somewhere. There's no way to skip steps with a blueprint. Now let's take a look at a few real examples of how businesses use blueprints. A sales team might require reps to attach a demo summary note before a deal can move from demo to negotiation, so there's no more wondering what happened on like a demo call. A business might want any deal with a discount above a certain threshold to only move forward if a sales manager performs that transition, so the approval is built right into the blueprint process. An SDR team might not let a lead get marked as qualified until a budget, timeline, decision maker fields are all filled in, so the handoff to sales is always complete. And so if any of these kind of sound familiar, that's a good sign a blueprint could help you. Now, if you want to follow along with this demo, there's a few things you'll want in place. First, you'll need administrator access in Zoho CRM or a profile with permission to manage blueprints under setup. Second, you should have your process mapped out. You need to know your stages and the rules for moving between them, even if that's just on paper or a whiteboard right now. Third, you'll need a pick list field that represents your stages. For deals, this is usually the built-in stage field. For leads, it's lead status. And let me just give you a quick tip. Sketch the process with your team before you open the blueprint editor. The editor is where you build the process, not where you figure it out. 5 minutes at a whiteboard agreeing on states and rules saves you hours of work later. So if you have all that prepared, you're ready to build a blueprint. So let's jump into the CRM and build one. Here we are in our demo account of Zoho CRM. And let me give you a quick bit of context before we build our blueprint. So this demo account I'm using is for a company called Corporate Cleaners. They're an office cleaning company that also offers home cleaning services, and they run a separate pipeline for each, for office cleaning and home cleaning. Today, we're gonna focus on their office cleaning pipeline, which moves through 5 different stages: the qualification stage, needs analysis, site visit scheduled, quote, and closed won or closed lost. We're gonna say, let's say Corporate Cleaners wants to make sure that before an office cleaning deal moves from site visit scheduled to quote, the rep who's moving the deal has to actually have added notes from that site visit. That way, whoever's building the quote knows exactly what the space needs and nothing gets priced based on guesswork. So we're gonna build a blueprint to make sure that the rep has to add these notes. So to start building, we'll go to the setup gear icon here, then we'll go to process management, and click blueprint. From here, we can see the blueprints we've already created, or we can create a new one. So we're gonna go ahead and make a new one, and we will click to create the blueprint. So I'll give this blueprint a name. I'll say site visit notes. I'm gonna choose the module I want it to run on, which is the deals module, because that's where those site visit notes need to live. And now I'll choose the fields that the blueprint is gonna run on, which is gonna be the stage, because this blueprint is gonna exist between the site visit scheduled stage and the quote stage. And now I'm gonna choose the office cleaning pipeline because I only want this blueprint to work on office cleaning deals. So I'm just gonna leave it as office cleaning. And now I'm gonna define the criteria. So what criteria are they further control which records actually enter this blueprint. So for example, if corporate cleaners only wanted this blueprint to apply to deals above a certain deal value, like $1,000, they'd put the amount is greater than 1,000. And so now this blueprint would only show up on deals where the amount was greater than 1,000. If they wanted it to only apply to deals from a specific lead source, like employee referrals, they'd go to lead source is employee referrals. So for our example though, we want every deal in the office cleaning pipeline to follow the same process or to follow the blueprint process. So we'll just leave the criteria blank and hit next. And now let's talk about how the flow is actually built. This is the blueprint editor. This is a drag and drop builder. You can see we have the available states here on the right, and these are the values of the stage field that we chose earlier. So these are the different stages of our office cleaning pipeline in this account. So these can be drag and dropped onto the editor, starting from the state where I want the blueprint to start. So you can see I have the different states: qualification, needs analysis, site visit scheduled, etc. And I'm going to drag site visit scheduled onto the editor because that's where I want the blueprint to start. I'll also drag the quote state on here because that's where I want the blueprint to end. Then I'm going to connect these two stages. So you can see I'll just drag and connect these two stages. This is a transition. The transition is where all of the intelligence lives. So I'm going to click this plus button here to create the transition. Now let's build out the example that we talked about. I'm going to call this transition add notes. You can see this little color here. This is just going to indicate what color the blueprint button is going to be on the actual record. So we'll see what that looks like when I've completed building this. I'm just going to leave this blue for now. I'm going to give this a description for the user so they know what I want with this blueprint. So I'll put something like add notes before you move deal to quote stage so we can get the appropriate details in our quote. Boom. Then we're going to hit save. Now you can see we have a before, a during, and an after. Before, what we're in right now, it covers who can perform this blueprint transition and under what conditions. So for this one, I'm going to leave this set as record owner. But if I click in here, you can see I can add other users or other roles if I had those configured, if I want other people to be able to move a record through this blueprint. So right now, as I have it set, only the record owner is going to be able to interact with this blueprint. The during section, so I'll click this during now. The during section covers what the user has to provide to complete the transition. So this is where I'm going to add our requirement of adding notes because that's what we want to have happen with this blueprint. So I'm going to add a mandatory field. I'll click add. I'm going to go to associated items because that's where the notes live. You can see that up here in this little note. Click associated items, go to this drop-down menu, click notes, and now I have this notes section as mandatory. So now a rep can't move this deal into the quote stage without filling in the notes field first. Now I'll just click add here again so you can see some of the other options that you can require and make mandatory, like filling out certain fields, requiring tags, a bunch of other stuff. And now the after covers what the CRM automates once the transition completes. So if you want to add automation capabilities to your blueprint, you can. Things like automating tasks, sending emails, creating meetings, updating fields, all of that can be done here. And I'm not going to do any of that now. So now I'm just going to hit publish. So now that I published it, you can see we have our new blueprint here with the others that we previously created. You can also see that it's active. So this one is running, these aren't. So now let's make sure that this thing worked. So let's go open a deal record that matches this blueprint. So I'm going to go to our deals. I'm going to go to our deals module. We have all of our different deals. Let's make sure that we're only looking at deals in the office cleaning pipeline because this blueprint is only going to apply to those deals. And we're going to go to a deal in the needs analysis stage. Needs analysis is right before our site visit scheduled stage. We have all of our different stages here. These are all of our pipeline stages. Anyone can go in here, right, and mess around with these. But if I move this to the site visit scheduled stage, you can see those disappeared. And now we have our little blueprint button. The blueprint button says add notes. And so you can see I can't change the stage until I go in here and add some notes. Let's say I went to their office. It's 3,000 square feet of carpet. It's a basic job. And I'll save that. And then once I save it, you can see the stages pop back up. We are now in the quote stage. That's how a blueprint works. To recap, It turns your process into something your CRM enforces, not just something it documents. And so a recommendation I'll give you is to start small with blueprints. They can be confusing if you haven't seen them before. So just do one module at a time, just a few different states, and tighten it up as your team gets comfortable. And now from here, if you're working on setting up Zoho CRM, there's some logical next steps. We'll go to setup. We're gonna go back to blueprint. I recommend taking a look at the blueprint filters. I don't have any configured right now. Blueprint filters, they let you filter any list view by the blueprint state. So you'll be able to create those like in the deal module, for instance. So instead of opening records one by one to check where they stand, you can pull up every record currently sitting in a specific stage or in a specific state in your blueprint. This is useful for day-to-day management and other stuff. There's also blueprint usage reports. These are very important as well. These show you patterns of how the blueprints are being used. So you can see things like the average time records are spending in each state in a blueprint, how many records have gone through each transition, where records tend to get stuck the longest, etc. This is helpful because, like, let's say a particular stage keeps showing up as a bottleneck. That's usually a sign the blueprint needs an adjustment. Whether that's changing a requirement, reassigning who can perform a transition, rethinking the blueprint entirely. So usage reports are what turn a blueprint from something you set up once into something that you keep improving. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a like. If you have any questions or any suggestions on future video topics, please leave a comment or email us at discoverzoho@zohocorp.com. You can find that email in the description box below. I'll see you in the next one.